You're not here by accident, and this moment, it's not random, it's divinely arranged, because the shift you've been feeling in your spirit, the pressure, the restlessness, the silent urges to move, that wasn't confusion, that was alignment. Heaven has been rerouting things behind the scenes, and you're the one being prepared for relocation, not just geographically, not just physically, but spiritually, positionally, and prophetically. This isn't a small step. This isn't a casual transition. This is heaven's fast track. A high-level contact is being sent. They've been watching you from a distance, not to study you, but because they were assigned to you. God whispered your name to someone in a room you've never entered. He dropped your vision into their spirit while you were still praying in silence. He placed your name where your feet haven't reached yet, and now that contact is on the move. Not next year, not in the far-off future, without delay. This is your relocation season, but it's not based on effort, it's based on elevation. You've passed unseen tests. You've endured the hidden seasons. You stayed faithful when no one applauded. You spoke life when life felt missing in your own. You sowed seeds when your hands were nearly empty, and now the heavens have issued a release. Catch this. Relocation is not just about new space. It's about new responsibility. You're not being moved just to move. You're being placed for purpose, strategically, positioned for impact. You've outgrown the old assignment, the old circle, the old expectations, and though it's been quiet, God has been organizing a divine escort. This high-level contact isn't ordinary. They're not moved by appearances. They're not swayed by hype. They've been trained to recognize destiny over display. And when they find you, they won't ask for performance. They'll confirm what heaven has already revealed. They'll speak what your spirit already knows. They'll unlock what's been waiting inside of you all along. Your gift is about to be extracted. Your voice is about to be platformed. Your presence is about to be required, because what's coming next isn't about survival. It's about significance. No more hiding, no more shrinking, no more wondering. If it's your time, this is your time. And you won't need to force it, because heaven is sending someone. Yuho has the access to move. You dash instantly. One conversation, one message, one open door. That's all it's going to take, and it's going to feel like everything happened overnight. But the truth is, heaven's been building this for years. This isn't man-made favor. It's divine transfer, the type that doesn't make sense on paper, but makes perfect sense in the spirit. And here's what you need to understand. This relocation won't look like escape. It will look like placement. God is not removing you because you're weak. He's relocating you because you're ready. You've carried the weight. You've fought in silence. You've cried when no one saw. But heaven saw, and heaven responded. And now, your name has been mentioned in rooms you didn't know existed. So get ready, because in this season there will be no delay, no more postponement, no more spiritual traffic. The road is clearing, the wind is shifting, the divine signal has been sent. This contact won't need convincing. They're already coming with clarity. They're not confused. They're not hesitating. They've been sent with divine urgency. You are the solution they've been looking for. You are the missing piece to a kingdom puzzle. You are the vessel God preserved for such a time as this. And when they arrive, your posture will be peace. You won't have to audition. You won't have to explain the warfare. You won't have to prove the anointing, because when heaven assigns a connection, it flows. This is the season of flow, of supernatural movement, of unexpected introduction show lead to undeniable elevation. And though it may look sudden, it's strategic. Heaven has been writing this moment into your story since before you were born. It's not just favor, it's fulfillment. So lift your head, adjust your posture, pack your spiritual bags, because the next place you're going, you've never seen it before, but it's been reserved just for you. No delay, no resistance, just movement, and a high-level contact coming directly to your door. And when that high-level contact shows up, it won't just be a surprise, it'll feel like confirmation, because your spirit already knew you couldn't stay where you were forever. You sensed it. That tug, that discomfort in familiar places, that uneasiness in rooms you used to feel peace in, that wasn't confusion. That wasn't confusion. God didn't allow the old places to satisfy you, because He didn't build you for comfort, He built you for calling. And your calling requires movement. This is why the frustration increased, why the attacks seemed more personal, why your name was misunderstood. Even when your heart was pure, the enemy sensed what was coming, and he tried to trap you in the place God was trying to release you from. But you didn't take the bait. You didn't fight back the wrong way. You stayed anchored in grace, and heaven took note, because heaven always rewards obedience in obscurity. And now the reward is motion, supernatural relocation. And listen closely, this contact doesn't just have resources, they have instructions. They were sent with keys, with insight, with divine timing. And when they speak to you, you'll feel something break, not just mentally, but in your spirit. A release, a knowing, a shift, because you've been carrying destiny in your belly, and this connection is about to activate the labor. It's time to birth what God placed inside of you, not in the background, but in position, in purpose, in placement. You were never meant to die in the wilderness. You were just being developed there. You were never meant to settle for survival. You were being trained for leadership. So when this high-level contact arrives, yourself with old stories, because you are not who you used to be. You are who heaven designed you to be. You carry oil. You carry fire. You carry presence. And heaven is highlighting it now. That's why the contact was drawn to you. Not because of your following, not because of your status, but because of your spiritual weight. There's something about you that feels like home to people who love God. You carry the sound of heaven, the evidence of endurance, the scent of obedience, and people who walk with God, they can smell that, they can sense it. That's what this divine connection will be based on. Spiritual recognition, kingdom resonance, a confirmation in their spirit that you are the one they were sent to find. And when that alignment happens, you won't have to chase it. You won't have to strive. It will flow, because heaven is not chaotic. Heaven is calculated. This high-level contact has already been prepared. They've been walking through their own training. They've been equipped with the tools to launch you, to guide you, to cover you. This is not exploitation. This is not manipulation. This is divine acceleration. A contact who honors God will never use you. They'll steward what you carry. And what you carry is rare. You carry healing. You carry discernment. You carry answers to problems that haven't even been spoken yet. That's why the warfare's been so intense. That's why the delay tried to set in. But God has declared, no more delay. The time is now. The table is being set. The transport is being arranged. And your new assignment is being confirmed. This is bigger than relocation, it's revelation. You're about to understand why the path had to be so quiet. Why certain people had to walk away. Why it felt like no one saw you. Because the one who needed to see Yahweh's been watching from behind the veil. This isn't about promotion. This is about purpose. You're not being seen for your style. You're being seen for your substance. You've been faithful over little dot. Now comes the much. But hear this. Clearly, the relocation will require readiness. You won't have time to pack doubt. You won't have room for insecurity. You can't carry the old season into the new. It's time to travel light. Let go of what you thought it would look like, because God's about to exceed even your highest expectation. This move will stretch you. It will humble you. It will grow you. But above all, it will fulfill you, because you weren't created to stay stuck. You were created to serve at a higher level, and heaven is now making sure you in the exact placeto do exactly that. And just like Joseph was pulled from the prison to the palace, just like David was called from the field to the throne, just like Esther was brought from obscurity to royalty, you too are being brought forth, and no man can stop it. No delay can block it. No devil can cancel it. Because what's happening? Nestus, not based on man's approval, but on God's instruction. You've been approved in heaven, and that's all that matters. So stay alert, stay yielded, stay faithful, because the divine contact is closer than you think. And when they come, they'll come with acceleration, with confirmation, with placement, and suddenly everything will make sense. You're not just being relocated physically, you're being positioned spiritually. This is a kingdom assignment, that high-level contact. They're not just someone with access, they're someone with assignment. They're being sent to partner with your purpose, to open what you couldn't. Force open to recognize what others overlooked, to water what others ignored. And when the moment comes, it will feel like alignment, not pressure, not confusion, but peace. Because God doesn't bless you with chaos, He blesses you with clarity. This is why your spirit has been so unsettled lately. You're not broken, you're being pulled, drawn to the next dimension, to the next chapter, to the next revelation of who you really are. You were never meant to stay hidden forever. You were hidden for a season, but not a sentence. This is your release moment, your announcement, your unveiling, the very thing you've been waiting for us, already being put in motion. Even now contacts are being briefed. Rooms are being prepared. Your name is being whispered in places feet haven't even stepped into yet. This is not the time to doubt. This is the time to discern, to move with wisdom, to walk with boldness, to speak with grace, to live with expectation, because the pace is about to change. Suddenly, drastically, unmistakably, you've been faithful. You've endured ridicule. You've outlasted silent seasons. And now God is responding, not just with a blessing, but with a relocation thought. Brings your voice and your gift in tow there. Proper atmosphere. You don't thrive everywhere. You're not meant to. You were designed for a specific terrain, and God is sending Samir Neto walk you directly into it. This is what divine alignment feels like, when all the closed doors begin to make sense, when all the no's led to the right yes, and you'll look back and realize every delay was a setup, every rejection was protection, every hidden season was a cocoon. You were becoming, even when no one was clapping, even when no one was watching, you were becoming. And now the becoming has turned into beholding. You're about to behold the fruit of what you faithfully carried in silence, and the people around you. Some of them will celebrate, others will become confused. They'll wonder how it all happened so fast, but the truth is, it didn't happen fast. It just manifested fast. What you've been carrying took years, took weeping, took spiritual warfare, took prayer, took fasting, took dying to self, and now the manifestation will look like a miracle. Because it is. Heaven's fingerprints are all over this move. You couldn't make it happen. God had to orchestrate it. And because you waited on His timing, He's about to do it without delay. This is not just relocation. This is a spiritual crowning. You're stepping into something that will unlock legacy, that will open generational impact, that will echo in the lives of people you haven't even met. Yet, don't take this lightly. This is why your preparation felt so heavy, because the placement is heavy. The weight of this calling requires the character you developed in the shadows, that high-level contact. They don't just see your gift, they see your integrity, and that's why they trust you. They're not drawn to talent, they're drawn to authenticity, because real recognizes real, and what you carry is real. Your light can't be ignored anymore. Your oil can't be hidden anymore. Your sound can't be silenced anymore. This is activation. This is assignment. This is anointing in motion. And when you move, the shift won't just impact you, it'll shake everything connected to you. It will call others higher. It will wake up dry places. It will stir the stagnant, because your relocation isn't just for you, it's for them to dot. Every person who watched you suffer in silence sighs about to witness you walk in strength. Every soul that doubted your destinies about to see why God kept His hand on you. You are evidence that God remembers, that God restores, that God elevates in due season. And this is your due season. You're not being sent to chase platforms. You're being planted in purpose, and the soil is ready. The timing is exact. The door is open. So take a deep breath. Let the fear fall off. You're not going to miss it. You're not going to mess it up. Heaven didn't bring you this far to abandon you now. You're equipped. You're aligned. You're chosen. And now you're about to be relocated without delay. Let the move begin. Let the light shine. Let heavens will be done, because you are ready. And this is only the beginning.